For over some years of my life, I've been battling addictions. The addiction was smoking of marijuana. It was that bad. So, and it has been over the years, from like close to 10 years, even from my university days, when I was completing my master's. So, I had the opportunity to stumble on unclesola online on Twitter. So I followed him up because he was saying some things that were out of what the noise. You know, Twitter is a crazy place. My parents knew, it was all over. Everybody knew about it. So my lifesaver was PRG. I just kept holding there, coming for prayers every day. And my deliverance came during our 40 days prayer and fasting on July. You know, it was that bad that I couldn't even eat without even taking it. Every evening, I must make sure that I smoke. And the environment I was then, because I was in the East, the environment I was then, even if you want to come out, you can, because everybody, your neighbors on the streets, married couples, everybody is just taking it. You know, so it was that infested. So you cannot just say you want to come out without coming out of that environment. So while during the prayer and fast, the 40 days, on the 10th day that was on the 12th of July, you know, I was having it. I was doing it and was fasting. Not that I was to show you how devil. I was doing it and I was fasting. You know, so on that evening, I took this thing and it was as if I was just dying. See someone on an empty stomach and trying to take marijuana, you know, I was about dying, and I knew that the prayer that was going on then was just sounding on my ears, and I knew that this is the point that I will leave this thing. This is the point I will leave this thing. The following day, I wanted to try it. I thought it was just film trick. I wanted to try it. I took it. As I was wrapping it in the thing, I just fell down. I'm serious. It's supernatural power. I've never even started. I just fell down. I just started, you know. I knew that something supernatural was happening to me. And since then, I took that decision. As I took that decision, the following morning, I received a phone call. Kelechi, where are you? Someone that has not called me for over maybe getting to 10 years, a decade now. A colleague, my dad is also an architect, a senior architect. So his colleague called him and said, yeah, I have this job for you and I've been willing. I just got my phone and I wanted to just call you. I know you're very good in this area. Why don't you come to Abuja? I have an accommodation for you. You know, that was how it happened. That was how I found myself here. That was how I found, and I just got, the period to then, when I got my deliverance, that week, I told myself I'll go to Mountain of Fire because this one comments with, that's not my church though, but I had to go because I needed that deliverance. I knew I needed it in my life. So I attended their 10 days of fasting, 3 days of dry fasting. And from there, even my neighbors knew that there was something happening to this guy. Period to the call. When the call now came, and I now left that environment, this is over getting to 4 to 5 months now. I've not even tasted. I don't even have, you know, it even got to the extent that I stay with some of my colleagues who do it, and they're, this guy don't change, you know. You know, when we go for site meetings and you see some of these laborers doing it, before you tell them to arrange for, but now you even try to speak with them and shout on them, and I just thank God for PRG. PRG just helped my life. Thank you.